Keep turning. Keep turning.
We are
work
live.
Work it.
Welcome to the Glass
Stop
Academy.
turning.
Amy's full of hot air, and she's showing us all about it. Beth
Look at
had
that.
a stressful day at work. Oliver says, Beth, we'll take care of you.
Let's see if we can get this off the pipe with the fluffer. Hold it steady. Look at that. Do you see that in the camera? Did you see that?
I saw that.
And
All right,
spinning.
here's Beth.
It's like
Go.
saran wrap. She's not interested.
Keep spinning.
This is the big bubble blow where we take a gathered glass.
Work it,
coming.
Bess.
You
Work
guys,
it. It's
like,
coming. Keep it
totally
coming.
match.
Now
All that
stop
hot
turning.
air. Whoa.
Stop turning and keep blasting. Let's get another side over here going.
You're
It's
so
only
strong.
a mere 1,000 degrees in here. Let's make Beth pass
Stand
out.
right next to the hole. I think that's finished, Bess. Nice work.
I'll let you get away from the heat.
That's pretty sweet. It looks like some kind of like bird's nest now.
Very nice.
Are you guys gonna smash bubbles over the tray?
Over the
over
tray.
the tray?
Or unless you got the sweeper handy.
3, 2, 1.
Oh my god. That reminded me of that air hockey
Battle
game.
of the bubbles.
Bubble hockey.
Foosball.
Foosball, you got a little more power, I would hope.
I don't know.
Nice work,
We had a lot of power there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are live here at the Glass Academy. We are a mom and pop show bringing you high quality talent. Get ready. That was just the fun, goopy, here you come in the door piece. Now the real show starts.
Don't mind me.
Oh boy. Going
Oh,
for something
boy.
simple here, folks. This is the warmer-upper, and we're going with orange. And if you couldn't tell already, we've got our jumbo pipe out. And when you've got a jumbo pipe out,
I know, why? What kind of twist cuss for the monster?
we were going to make, honestly, we made all of the products on the table with these jumbo pipes because they're really thick, they're really strong, they're really valuable, and it helped our wrists.
Are you
Having
saying
the
this is a Yeti twist cup?
I was actually considering that it might be a really cool challenge to take the exact same amount of time as a twist cup to try out this new shape of glass that I'd like to give a shot with. And it's a delicate, thin, beautiful, tasty glass.
Jeez, Jake, you're just
We're
in
going
the
to talk
way, man.
more about the bubble blow,
But it's
more
on a
about
giant
all
pipe.
of this. We've got 2 hours with you guys. If you're new to the show, welcome. We are the Glass Academy. The show is called The Gathering Point. Happens live every week. We figured out some streaming things. Beth and Sam were champs. So far, so good.
Check this out, Oliver. I might get a puff with you and everybody, but I just tried this out the other day, and I think it's going to work swellingly. Blow real light.
We got 2 hours of entertainment happening,
Beautiful.
or as some people say, edutainment.
Now, of course, this is way bigger than we needed because I'm on the honker pipe.
Well, it's kind of funny because it looks like the graphic we used for the show.
Really?
Yeah. The placeholder.
Well, we're going to give it a light squitch on this next heat.
Light squitch.
And then after we give it the good squitch,
How's it going from your perspective, Bess? Awesome. And we've
That's
got
great
people
news.
on YouTube. We got people on Facebook. Yahoo!
it's a sweaty one today.
We're on Yahoo.
It is.
We're on
Yeah.
Yahoo!
All right, we're going to do a squitch and tug.
Okay.
Faux show.
When I don't know which direction they're
Lighten
going or
up.
what they're doing, I can't get the best film shot.
Because it's a brand new product.
I know.
I also don't know what direction we're
All right.
going.
Let's go for like a nice gather of clear, just like that.
So this twist cup made for a Yeti has now become what?
It now has become, I'm going to need some help from people. If we weren't on
Hello.
a jumbo pipe, a jumbo pipe, where's my honey at? Then it would have been normal size, and it probably would have been a champagne flute. But considering that we're on this honker pipe, it's now become, there is a name for it, this type of beer drinking glass, a yard glass. That's what it's called.
Isn't it supposed to be a yard long?
Well, you got me there.
It's very rare that we have that moment where Jake pauses. Can't believe I got him. And
turn
we
this
got
into
it
a
on
funny?
film.
I had nothing quick coming. Yes, please, Oliver. So I'll go here to Squitchtown.
What's that goober hanging from it?
It's a dingle special.
It's a dingle special. What's going on tonight?
I don't know, but that foot went on real nice. Now we're going to flip it around. This thing's tall and crazy, and this is the warmer upper, which means this one is available for sale only to our subscribed members, our Loyalty League and Star Supporter members, 2 different tiers of membership. What did I say? Something wrong?
I think it only goes available to the Loyalty League.
Yep.
Oh,
Only
well.
Loyalty League.
Thank you for that correction, tech support. That's the
Jeez,
deal.
Jake.
Mary Thompson says, please make me smile with this piece. She broke her ankle at work yesterday. Yowza.
Mary?
Mary, put your foot up, sit back, and watch.
Now you're going to have a little bit of wear and tear on that one super bejeweled set of shoes you have. One's going to be a little flatter than the other.
Great. More reason to go shoe shopping.
This might turn out to be some kind of really cool vase, but you could also sip some kind of liquid out of here for sure.
Do you think potentially you could slam something out of that?
A big slammer?
Could be a sipper slammer.
Who's in the slammer?
Not me. About to sneeze, though. But anyway, if we haven't introduced ourselves, have we?
Not yet.
I don't think so.
Who are you, Bess?
I'm Bess.
All right. That's tight.
I'm Bess. You guys won't really see me too much on camera. I'm behind the scenes and doing tech. You may see me in the comments, so if you guys have a question, have something to say, go ahead and leave that in the comments, and I'm more than happy to read it off, answer what I can, or if I can't, read it out loud for everybody to hear. Who are you, Jake?
Who are you, Oliver?
Hey there, guys. I'm Oliver. It's hot here in the studio,
It
and
is.
that's why you're getting this type of energy today. We are on one, and I don't think it's going to stop. I think
No.
it's just going to keep on escalating.
Yeah.
We might crash in an hour. I don't know.
You and I have already gone into bun status for our hair, Oliver.
Bun
Yeah.
status.
I have to figure out some sort of sweatband. 'cause
Paddle.
It's like the sweat is rolling off my eyebrows.
Yeah, it's a little sweaty around here.
Yeah. We got a great show for you. I
Yes.
will not go to the table yet. We will go to the table, and then I'm actually going to hand the phone or the camera off to Jake because I'm going to be sketching up the first piece.
Yep, that's right. And I'm Jake, and that's Michelle behind the camera. And this is The Gathering Point, our weekly live glass blowing, entertainment, educational. Oh,
Mary says she
baby.
couldn't get her Facebook to work, so she's watching on YouTube. It's totally great.
Is there anyone else having that kind of issue?
There was an event. It might be different. Maybe they have
really
to click
small
the event.
clear gather for a spiral
versus-
trail.
Okay.
Well, I guess they're not here, so they wouldn't know. Do you think they
Like
have
bigger
to click
than
the
lip wrap,
event?
though?
About
Okay.
just a hair maybe, but just
Okay.
about that. So if you look at this with the eye of
Hold
a
still.
human being, you might notice that
Hold
this section, is kind of missing something in my mind.
Yeah, but they can't see. What
They-
is it missing?
They can't see?
It's hard
can't
to
see.
read that on the camera.
They don't have eyes of a human being.
I'll show you guys what it's missing right here, right now.
Just a grizzly bear.
That's just perfect.
Oh, that's fun.
What'd you say? That's fun?
I know Dave's probably
Hell yeah.
watching right now wondering, how hot is it really, Oliver? And to answer your question preemptively, it's 45 degrees Celsius.
Is that the case?
What does that mean, though?
Yeah, do we have a thermometer around here?
No, we don't torture ourselves
I
with
know.
those kind of digits and numbers. It's freaking hot. Insta sweat is the temperature, folks.
Yeah, why?
Why?
Like, why did it get so hot so quick?
I don't know, but I love it. We're going to
We're
stamp the
spring.
bottom, folks, but this is the warmer-upper available to our Loyalty League members. It's transparent orange with an opaque orange on top, and it looks kind of brown right now because it's so hot, but I think that's a really cool shape. I'm excited to toy around with it a little bit more.
That'd be a nice flower vase, too.
I like that a lot.
Yeah,
I like it a lot.
very much. We lost our light, our
Our
LED light. I don't know if that was on purpose or if the cameras just get hot.
The camera's
already
getting
hot.
hot. Wow, it's already hot.
What are we, 10 minutes in? And
Yeah.
wow.
Whoop.
Yeah, light turned itself off. Not me. I can't turn it back on right
Yeah,
now.
it says
If you
off.
guys hear a bunch of explosion noises and see all kinds of flames and everything, you know what happened. The phone exploded on us. Gave it a gentle tap
So
there.
that's true. We got the camera, but we have not done a season of.
Do we have the shop phone prepped and ready to go?
This is the
that
shop
is the
phone.
shop phone.
Your phone, then?
My phone's ready if we need it.
Cool.
That's a good question, Bess. Can we go from phone to phone?
In theory,
Absolutely.
I can.
Okay.
However, I'm not sure with the new
Thanks,
way
Oliver.
that this gets set up.
All right. Well, I'll just get prepared in the meantime.
We'll go over the board.
All right. Amazingly enough, I'm going to step into the hot shop. I hope you guys are having a great night.
All right, that was safe and sound. Those of you that are members will see the annealer reveal and see that piece in its bright orange color. But if you take a look over here, here's an example of how that color will come out. Number 14 on the table. We got a selection of beautiful one-of-a-kind slugs.
Wait,
But
we're
also-
gonna start with this, and then I'll do the prep work, and you can go over things.
Let us know the plan.
My ugly vases.
You guys remember seeing this on last week's show?
See, this is what I'm looking for. Some unusual color patterns. Here's something that was in the optical mold. Here's something that maybe was a slug or something. It's spotted. Pumpkin.
Can we see down into the top to see that it's actually a vase? Look at that. Okay.
So what I'm going to do is go pull a piece of cardboard and make a faux pas something or other.
Okay. We got 6 of them up here tonight, and these, when you see them go live at 6:30 in about 15 minutes on the website, they're one and done. And Michelle's
done.
showing you here in a second the plan for the rest of the show here. It looks like she's going to go cut another one. So I'll show you some slugs. One and done slugs available for purchase tonight. Another run of the dichroic sparkle glass. Look at that one, number 10. Super sweet, one of a kind, handmade slippery slimers. And here she comes.
So what I'm thinking is I want something big that comes out of here and like counterweights it in one piece. So tonight during the show, we're going to make some of these. I'm going to do one. Jake's going to do one. We're going to take some turn. Oliver's going to attempt to do one. And I just want to do something that's kind of like swirly or just something that really offsets this. So I'm going to use this as my template. I can see I want to be about here. So I'm going to cut it. And then I was calling these like feathers or flowers. What we want to do is something colorful and big and swirly up. Is that like a good technical term? Swirly up?
Swirly up. Yep. Sounds legit.
This is how we come up with the names for our pieces. So you guys, why was the orange out?
The orange was out because tonight is our charity show.
So that's for later in the show.
That's for later, and we're going to let Bess give you guys a rundown on that pretty soon here. If not, I don't know, are you ready to talk about a little bit about it now, Bess? And talk about our charity show, monthly deal?
Absolutely. Keep me how you have me right now is perfect because I have the logo for our charity over here.
Let's get it.
So
Look at
Did
that.
you just do the phantom point thing?
Yeah, she did. That's
Oh,
baller.
you're like a weather forecaster.
I had to take a class on doing the weather on a green screen.
Oh my God.
So, our charity this month is called Best Buddies, and that's what we're going to be raising funds for through the show today and through this week. So their slogan is "Be a friend, make a friend." So it says we are an organization focused on building friendships between people with and without intellectual and developmental disabilities. They even have a program that is specific for elementary schools. And what this does is it introduces students to inclusion at a young age. So through events and activities hosted during the school day, students with and without disabilities participate in integrated lessons and games which foster understanding, acceptance, and allow for organic friendships to be built between peers of all abilities. Basically what they do is they help pair up someone who has an intellectual or developmental disability with someone, and that could be from elementary all the way up to adulthood, and it helps them kind of be able to have that partner to foster a relationship with and be able to help them out with daily things and help them find a job and help them kind of integrate into society.
That was exactly what I was about to say. Integrate into society and be champions.
Absolutely. They have here who we serve. Best Buddies serves individuals with intellectual disabilities and their families. The community includes but is not limited to people with Down syndrome, autism, Fragile X, Williams syndrome, and other undiagnosed disabilities. So it's a broad range of people they have these services available to, which is really, really cool.
So I'm going to show off. These are their colors. You got the logo up on the screen. We're going to make a piece based on that organization's logo, and we're going to rep it hard, and we're going to have a really good time here tonight. And that's going to happen a little bit later in the show. But do we know what the give back portion is and how that's going to work here tonight?
So off of any of the sales, the profits, 20% of the profits will go to this organization. The show stays up all week, so it's not just things that sell tonight. It's things that continue to sell from the show. And if you are cruising our website, which you'll see the link go up there throughout the night, any part that you buy on the website, in the notes section, if you write this name of the organization, we'll give back 20% as well.
So as you're buying gifts, as you're perusing our website, continually being updated, you guys go ahead and mention in the note you want to donate your portion back to the Best Buddies organization, and you'll be given 20% of the profits back that way. We'll cut them a check next week on the show, and that's the plan. There's their colors. If you guys have questions about that, please let us know in the chat. We want to talk about it. We want to support those guys, and we think it's super cool what they're doing. So, here we go. Michelle has her colors prepped. She's got her...
So I drew it like a purple and green, which isn't actually what I'm going to use. This is the end result. It's good to have a template. Because I just cut it, I wanted to have a little more wave, so it's not going to be like this straightforward. But I have it here, so I know approximately that size, and then I'm going to like torch it and stretch it and let it get long.
Awesome.
Does it make sense?
Yes, and as I'm thinking about this, and we all have been for the past day or so, it's definitely an interesting product to make. We've got these really heavy, thick, solid, beautiful vases, although Michelle's named them the ugly vase. I love number 15. But they're super bottom heavy so that they can withstand the weight of something sticking out tall up and above it. And when it comes to glass, it's a little bit precarious with these taller shapes and having something top heavy like this. So it's going to be a mix of making something cool, creative, colorful, elongated, and voluptuous, and not having it be fragile at the same time.
You need to remember to back off and zoom in.
Good call. Good
and
call.
my phone is back up, which next week we can put it in a cooler box. So, because it's already warm,
Yep.
and we could just pull it from a cooler box. I say these things out loud so we all remember.
Absolutely. And I'll remind everybody to finish my last thought that these pieces are going to be made for each individual ugly vase made for sale tonight. So which one are you making this one for, Michelle? We'll get her in a moment, folks.
Get her in 1 second.
The
here.
Zoom, unfortunately, doesn't project my voice further. Anywho.
Maybe what you can do, Jake, is when she's in the deep in thought, in the middle of a really tough move, that's when you pepper her with the question.
Yep, we've all had that once or twice before.
Yeah. We were eating dinner today, and Michelle was catching up with everybody, asking questions about what they got going on, how was their weekend. And I watched her go like 3 for 3 for asking someone a question and having them be mid-bite. And I think we discovered Michelle's like...
She's an interrupter.
She's got like a spidey sense for...
Chewing food.
When you're chewing.
My special strength. Okay, I'm going for purple on one side.
Sweet. I'll stay away from the heat, but I'm going to get a top-down angle over here next to our color
It's going to be a tricky
tray.
one. So last
Michelle,
week-
which one is this for?
The one on the right, number 18.
This is for number 18, and it's purple.
Numero
Purple.
18.
I'll show it
Oliver,
off
will
in a
you
second.
Look in down it and give me an idea of a diameter. Is it like,
Like how big the hole is?
yeah, a quarter, a nickel?
So it looks like she's going into...
It's exactly as big as my second knuckle. it's this size right here exactly.
I would say almost a nickel. A nickel would probably be big. Between a nickel and a dime?
Now, if the second
dime.
knuckle on your pinky finger was about the size of a nickel, what does that mean? That's up to the people to decide.
You tell us,
the
viewers.
people!
But I haven't heard any crazy comments from you guys yet online. If you guys are
Yeah,
watching
no.
the show, let us know what's up, how
Sure.
you're doing, where you're from. Folks, we really like to see where everyone's watching from. We get a really cool global audience. We're streaming through a different angle, and Bess is actually backing up because of the heat today.
My laptop's already too hot.
Jeez.
So we could put something behind you, behind the laptop. We'll get a box or something.
It's proof. The proof is in the molten glass pudding. She's swinging it, dropping it down into the 12-point mold right on top of position A.
Very important. If I was on position B,
Treachery.
it just would not have been good.
We're joking around, you guys. There's no difference between point A and point B.
All right, so I see some of these as feathers, some of them as twists. We're just going to try a couple different things tonight.
Okay.
And it's going to be fast action.
How
Now let us
fast?
know if there's any new
We're
viewers
gonna
out
find
there. We'd love to know if anybody just found us, how you found us, and if you guys have been around for a long time, put that in the comments too. Look at that twist.
We were lost. Did you find us?
Oh, the standing neckline.
Mary says, during the annealer reveal on Thursday, Oliver was showing the ugly vase, which is now in my home.
Mary got the ugly vase, the OG ugly vase.
Very nice.
She said the vase is so much more than I was expecting. Picture on its way.
Let's go. Bring it.
Also,
Bring us the
shout out
picture.
to Oliver for a well done annealer reveal.
Hey.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I
and in the
appreciate that.
comments I said, he wasn't even here. And I'm like, hey, Oliver, what are you doing? He's like, he thought he was filming. I was like, no, I'm filming.
Hey, Mom, can you just give people the original idea for the ugly vase and what it means?
Yeah, so there's a blog on the website that gives you the whole background story. So go to glassacademy.com, look up the blog, but the basic idea is there's so many cool pieces that come out of glass blowing. So many nuggets, so many knobs, all these different things. And I talked about my friend Ian, and I coined the term idea thief. I'm trying to concentrate here.
Yeah,
You want me to
we
hold
got
on
it.
to
We got it, Oliver. We got her the great question mid
Yeah,
pull.
we did. Oh.
Because I'm like, oh, I didn't do that right. So we're going to use the torch on that. So I'm just going to work on this, and then we're going to torch that out. But the idea thief was in grad school, Ian said, I love teaching to undergrads because they don't know yet how to blow glass. So there's these happy accidents that happen because you're too naive with the material to understand it. And so he's like, I use their ideas because they don't know how to develop them. And I thought that was kind of interesting. And I was like, you can't do that. That's wrong. And then you'll have to read the blog to figure out.
Where can they find the blog?
I just put it in the comments.
How about that?
Look at that sword.
Would you look at that? Just look
Say
at
it
it,
one
folks.
time, though, for the people who are watching the replay on YouTube.
Yeah, it's a good call.
Yeah, so the easiest way to find it, I'm going to be honest, go to glassacademy.com. There is a
want me
search
to
bar.
torch
If
that?
you type
Not yet.
in ugly vase, it will take you right to a search result of the blog that Michelle is mentioning. There should be like a little picture with a little garden hand rake and a hammer with some smashed up glass next to it. But the blog itself is called The Idea Thief.
Ah. And I think there's quite a few different blog posts about many a different subject on the website. It's not just product. There's a lot of content. Obviously, we're on show number 268 here tonight. That's all
Okay,
you can
will you
see through the
torch
website on
that?
either YouTube or Facebook. But we made a million other videos, a million other blog posts. We're continually updating the website.
So Oliver's just going to torch the top. If you come around this way, you'll see it with the drawing. Look at
that. Talk about making what you've designed.
Okay, so then we'll torch this when I come out.
Okay.
It's beautiful looking. And remind us that's orange and purple.
Yes.
Okay. And that's
so
going to be
I got the
going
bend
in
there that I wanted.
number 18 here. And that's a packaged price, folks. When these go live, which is probably about 1
So
minute
let's
on the
torch
website,
here, and then we're going to use the
you
fluff
will
ones. Go
have
ahead.
the opportunity to buy
Once I get it
both
nice
of
and hot.
these at the same
You want me to
time.
focus on
Norman
that
on
thickest part?
YouTube says he was served by a
Yeah, maybe
best
here.
doppelganger at Qdoba today.
Really?
Wait,
A
what?
best doppelganger.
Norman says he was served by a best doppelganger at Qdoba today.
Did she also get attacked by a jaguar?
When did I get attacked by a jaguar?
When those
That's your
jeans
classic
got
story
ripped
to
up.
tell.
Look at that.
You're always coming to work being like, let me tell you about how I got attacked by a jaguar.
I know.
Listen, these jeans are great for like airflow and ventilation on a very hot day.
Oh, I guess it is pretty hot out.
Okay, so now the confusion is I had it too thick there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do this,
Woo!
but then it's going to lose some of my swirl. So give me the fluffer torch
Oh, here comes Big Fluffy.
right here on these 2 inches. I'll do the same thing, and then I'll get my bend in it later.
Does anybody know why we call this the fluffer torch? Put it in the comments. Best, let's see if anybody has the answer.
If you're ever laying in bed and your pillow's not feeling right, you break this out and you never have an issue with that pillow again.
You get it real fluffy.
That's how you fluff it right up.
So I can't pull it is the trick, because then I'll lose the shape on my top. So many things to think about. Go ahead here.
Nice organized bench there. Take a look at that, folks. Impressive.
Oh yeah. It's
Nice
gonna come
pull,
out. All right,
nice
do it
pull.
again one more time and I'll go right here.
She's got to be careful now. Maybe if she touches that tip one more time, it might be too cold. Could crack the tip. Very thin,
We're getting the reduction on it
time-sensitive
now.
situation. Oh, yeah.
Jody says it's a fluffier flame. Dawn says because the flame looks fluffy.
They're right up the alley. Yep, right up that alley. I would say, ooh, nice double twister.
I agree.
I would say my answer, if I had to choose,
there we
nice
go.
pull. That's beautiful. That looks like a seahorse shape.
Do you need to hold up to my pinky to compare sizes?
Yes. So I got the little bend I want in it. Everyone catching this?
That's pretty close.
It is a seahorse shape.
Wow. Well
Jake's
done.
Like, oh. Who's next?
It is 6:31, which means the table just went live a minute ago.
Woo! This piece is going to go with, sorry, I'm on the wrong side. You're going to have to adjust. Yep. Those are cold, though, so be careful.
Yeah, just
Torch
bump
that.
it out a little bit. Thank you, Jake, the ultimate problem solver.
Oh, a little extra flame action.
That's just...
Oh, is this one going away with the clappers?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know where we're going.
Oliver's
It's
got it.
going away with the clappers.
Right by the thick part. Less chance of it breaking. He's going to take it away safe and sound. Into the box. It's 1,000 degrees over there. The red dot box.
Ooh, I like that, the red dot.
And it's safe and sound. Michelle's instantly got her sweat rag.
You guys, like, I'm sweating so much, all the salt's going in my eyes. I was, like, blinded there.
This is the gathering point. Joineth. Tuesdays, 6 to 8 p.m.
Becky is asking if you will be stamping those pieces as well.
If I will be what?
Stamping those pieces with the GA stamp.
Yeah, we could have, but the vase will be signed.
Yeah, I don't think that the stamp's necessary on such a delicate additional piece to the vase. I'd love to show off. I don't know which one it's best on, but all of these we decided to stamp the side of the piece, and look how crispy that looks.
One
Super
thing I want to
tight.
mention about the way that the table is set up there. Sorry, Oliver, were you talking?
No, that's all you,
Okay.
Bess.
So you guys are going to see the slugs on there. You're going to see
What's
the
the-
ugly vases. You will also see two direct donations. There's a $5 one and a $10 one. So if you guys are either wanting to send a donation with your purchase in addition to the 20%, or if you just want to send a donation on its own, we do have that set up on tonight's table as well. You can add that in as an item for purchase, and then that will get sent directly over to them in our grand total as well.
All right, so then it sounds like this is a package deal for sale, available on the website. It'll ship out on Thursday when purchased. I'm going to go for the next one.
Yeah, so the goal was to kind of go down the line and think about it. So you got purples. I want to do one that looks like a feather. I have nothing tied to it. You could do a flower that you pull out.
My piece is going to be really similar to what I just did for the warmer upper. And that's why I've got, see here, the hot plate.
Yeah, what are you doing with
Ouch,
that?
that
it
thing's
hot?
hot.
I know, I scooted it back because I was like, why is this on?
I just need to grab one thing and then I'm done and ready. Ah, and Oliver's already got it.
I grabbed this 30 minutes ago.
So he's going to pick out one electrifying, brilliant, almost purple looking color. Maybe that one or the one next to it.
You want like give me a size range of what you're looking for.
Probably that triangle next to the one I just grabbed is going to be big enough.
Okay. So now I'm under the gun to find the perfect color and get it warmed up before Jake needs it.
What
And
does it have to match?
It has to be purpley goodness.
Purpley
Purple.
goodness.
But with the way we preheat these is that they go face down so you can't see the color.
Ah, so it's a surprise.
So Jake is really putting a lot of blind faith in me.
Whoa, look at that.
Is that
Got
thing
me.
on there preheating?
Not
Nope.
yet.
Well,
He's still
Yeah.
digging around.
I'm ready for it.
Okay, okay.
You gotta find something, Oliver.
There's a lot of good orange.
Pressure is on.
You could put down 3 little ones too.
3. Oh man.
Do you need me to just close my eyes, reach in and pull
Yeah,
something?
come on now.
It's
No
okay. I'm
stress.
putting one more coat of the purple on here, and the purple that Michelle brought out, which is the same purple that's on the each individual pocket vase, or not pocket vase, ugly vase over there, is the same exact purple we're using here, except this is larger chunks. These are really almost like pea-sized chunks, green bean pea-sized chunks. And so, by melting them in and stretching this the length that I'm going to stretch it, it's going to have some really cool defined lines of purple. All right, now that Oliver's got 3 on there, the third one is not going to be hot, but it's going to stick because we're going to make it stick.
Yeah, and you've got a nice green, yellow, and blue one.
Perfect. That's the perks of a hot plate right there, folks.
It looks like a record player.
Have you
Watch
guys
out.
ever watched a video of how they make vinyl records?
Yes.
It is one of the most satisfying things to
No,
watch.
yes. I don't think I've seen that either.
You'll have to
Is
watch
it
one.
is it like red? It looks like red, like plastic.
I mean,
Or maybe-
vinyl could be like a vinyl could be any color, but basically they take it and like roll it in color and squish it together, and then they put it on a press and it just squishes it all out, and the mold has all the seams they need for the needle for the song. It's crazy. I'll have to find a video and send it to you guys.
Yeah, it's
really
weird
cool.
to me how much color prep for vinyl records looks like color prep for glass
It does.
before we melt it in.
Why is
Really?
there color on the vinyl? Vinyl used to be
For
just
fun.
black.
For fun.
'Cause it's fun.
Got it.
I'll have to send you pictures of some of my vinyls. I have them in all different colors.
Seriously.
All right, Oliver, it's about to go down. I'm
That's
going to
after
pull
my
out a
time.
long, tall shape. This is going to be very floral. Purple stem, recycled blue core kind of shining through. I'm going to try and leave it thicker near the pipe and pull out a ball of dichroic sparkle glass all the way out to the top. And then we're going to have a gold bit added onto it as well.
And I'm paddling, it looks like.
Not even, nope. I don't even
Okay.
actually think you need to.
I'll put this back.
You can put that back.
That's fine. Yeah, cool.
Sorry, dude. All right, you could grab up that gold bit. About the size of like a Rosetta, nothing crazy. Maybe a little bit bigger.
Hi, small cat.
Size of an abolio, you mean?
Yeah. I need to see. That's pretty cool looking. Looks like E.T.'s finger.
E.T.
E.T.
phone
phone
home.
home. But look at the tip of that. The color looks amazing.
It's dipping in the color.
I need to get this a little bit thinner, so I'm gonna
And you got
pull
a
it
little
out just a
different
hair
vantage
more.
point tonight because things are nice and toasty warm in here.
Yank it.
Yanking.
Did you get a sizer up on what your opening was, Jake, or do you need me to go measure it?
I'm eyeballing it.
And we're making them like trying to do them in order, but we can grind them, we can put them in different ones. We will make it work.
All right. No tweezers? Got them.
Oh.
It's kind of like a collar. It's kind of like a shield of golden reflection.
All right, Sam, if you're out there, thanks for getting us set up. We super appreciate that. If you're watching from Facebook World, it looks like not our usual audience is on. So we had to do a different setup tonight. It's A-OK. We're making it work.
Very nice.
Very cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
And remember, the show will always be in its full recording
I like that.
on YouTube. What is your next step for this beauty?
I'm gonna iridize it, but maybe Oliver, would you grab number 17 and we can hold it up next to it and show the people what it's gonna look like?
Yeah.
You gonna get any movement in there, or is it coming straight out?
Just a little bit of movement.
So it's gonna be like just like that.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Am I holding it perfect, Michelle?
Lovely. You are. And Jake's face, eye level right behind it.
Beautiful vase, excellent accent piece, and then Jake's cold, dark eyes right behind it.
Sweaty,
staring at
dark
you.
eyes. They give me a little bling and we'll get it off of here
Yeah.
before I burn a hole through it with my eyes. Oh yeah. Little perfect
Coming
metallic
in.
action.
Super cool.
All right, all this is going to take, I'm not cutting it, just a little cold metal right there.
Got it.
Okay, but over knockoff?
Got to get a little crazy for the show.
That was crazy, Jake. I can't believe how wild you just got.
The people know how crazy that was. And watch this tender tap. The TT.
Oh, such a tender tap.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Now, Jake, when you knock it off like this, it really limits my ability to light the wood on
To
fire.
burn the wood on fire. Very nice. Smells amazing.
You know what I think we should do?
That's a super cool looking piece, though.
I think we should reach out to Apple. Last week we talked about needing some help. I think we should reach out to Apple products. Tell them what we're doing with this show.
And get a super streamer device. Well, we would love some help from Apple, but I do want to say big shouts out to Paul if you're out there watching the show. Absolute champion. Got us and all our Comcast woes
Straight
and worries
away.
straightened out, and it really is a mental opener-upper. The negative aspects of having something daunting in your life like that and an ongoing issue that needs to be resolved, it does hamper everything you're doing, and I can't thank him enough for his help in getting us through that. And everybody out there that sticks with us through all these tech issues and our growth and our growing pains and our successes and our failures, it's a beautiful thing, and we love you all and your help in getting us to where we're going.
Woo-hoo.
So that's that. Just an incredible situation.
All right, can I pan over this for a second?
You hear that Michigan accent there, folks?
Pan. Huh. I like this. That's a trim. They made some yellow pieces purposely for this. Hanging on the pastorelli.
What's
which is
next?
this long, heavy thing. So what's next is we can have Oliver do one. We can do the feather-like. Oliver, you game?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So
Well, as per usual, we're not going to go to the most expensive color for Oliver to test his first experience out.
Wait, but this is cranberry, Jay.
That is the
I know
cranberry.
you're going to deny this to me?
It is his favorite color.
Catch
You
it
have to
here
promise
live,
not to screw
guys.
up.
Do you
Jake's out
promise?
here being a bully in 4K.
Do you promise not to screw up, Oliver?
No.
Absolutely
he won't
not. I'll do green.
No, are you serious?
Absolutely not.
Michelle said you're a go. Go for it.
Yeah.
We'll practice the things we don't practice in shop on live TV.
I'm going to take 15.
15. All right, he's going green, folks.
I was like, you're going to take 15 minutes? What does that mean?
Green is made from iron, folks. And if you're new to the show and you're wondering why we just changed from the pink to the green, because pinks take gold to make them, and you melt out gold oxide into a furnace at 2,000, probably 250 is about a good melting temperature,
Oliver.
and it makes varying
This-
levels of pinks and reds. Green from a granny green, say over here, to more of a
Some of them.
mint green down in here, to a snake
I was
texture.
going to say that was a snake.
This was an old snake. We've got a beautiful chartreuse down in here, some clears, some ambers. This is a deep, like leafy, earthy green, beautiful green. These all stem from iron. And iron, if you guys have talked about the periodic table or focused on the periodic table before, or just, heard of that material, iron, before, it's not nearly as expensive as gold. So this is a great opportunity for Oliver, who he's making a few products now at this point in the gallery, some smaller things, and he's really grown a lot over his year and change here at the Glass Academy, but he's still learning how to completely work the material. So to test something out, try it out, make something completely abstract
Live
on the show, live,
When
in
it's-
our most expensive color, it doesn't quite correlate.
There's a little stress.
So, but he does have some leeway here to pick out his colors, and I'll show you right now. These are the two colors. He probably was a mix of me hearing them, talking, explaining them out loud, and him looking at it and seeing what he wanted. This is our granny green, and this was our, what I explained as earth green, kind of leaf deep forest green. So a transparent and an opaque, and it looks like he's got a blowpipe, and he's getting riled up. He's revving up his microphone.
Revving it up. Hey,
Revving
Jake.
it up.
Yes.
We got to follow through with those sound effects.
What if we just leafed it up right now?
Made a leaf?
Yeah. It
Sounds
feels
like
like
a
it's
pretty
on
good
brand for
idea.
what we're going for here.
It's absolutely on brand,
Yeah.
folks. Ladies and gentlemen, your Glass Academy class coordinator.
Gonna do a class project right now. All right. I got it in my head.
I'll give you guys a little bit of backstory. Oliver stepped into the role a couple months ago of coordinating classes, and he's still growing into the role. We're figuring out what that role looks like, but he's put a lot of time and mental capacity into the hands-on classes and experiences that we offer here at the Glass Academy. And we teach anywhere from 20 to 40 classes per week between the four of us here in the hot shop, and he's doing a really good job getting that all organized. And coming up in the near future, starting in September, he's loaded up our new class, which is going to be debuted as soon as we get photographs of it, as soon as we finalize all the behind-the-scenes action. But
That shit?
action. It's going to be a autumn leaf, folks. And you're going to see it get whipped up right here, right now.
I have had a lot of students ask me for this class.
Really?
Yes.
It's right on time. It's right on time. We've been thinking about it for a while. We all tested it out. We actually had a trial run with the public where they came in, and we had 8 people come experience the class and talk to us. There's
Okay.
his sizer
Second
upper.
knuckle on the pointer finger.
Second knuckle. And we're pretty darn excited about it.
It's gonna be a cool class. I'm very excited.
I think this was a really, really good idea for this one. And after you do this, I might even do a leaf too on a different one with a fantasy leaf, because I think this is totally on brand for these ugly vases. You see Oliver pulling and stretching. This is going to be the stem of the leaf, and I noticed that he put a couple coats of an iridescent gold on here. There, he just found his second knuckles width.
Yeah, it's literally right there.
Yeah.
We're gonna let this solidify up a little bit. Jake, if you don't mind, you want to babysit this, or do you want to get?
What do you want to do? You're making it. I'll hold this if you want to gather it up.
Yeah,
I'll keep it straight for you.
appreciate it.
And I can only hold on to this for so long. This is completely stiff now. You could use it really well as like a professor's pointing stick or a dagger or sword. But right now I know it's probably getting too cold. It's about time I take a heat. Something thin and long like this, you can't heat for too long though. I don't want to lose Oliver's shape by overheating it and having it flopping all over the place. So I give it just enough heat that it's barely starting to move, and then just pause again for a minute. Oliver's over there double dunking. He went for a huge double dunk, which is beautiful because
He's
the tank
concentrating hard on what he's got going on.
is very low,
Because
folks.
the other thing is, when you develop a class, you're thinking about where your students are and how you're moving, even just to do it on your own, it's completely different. So he's thinking through all the steps. After this piece, we're going to talk a little bit about the questions you submitted. Last week's question was, what TV show do you want to be in? There were some hilarious answers. But tonight's question, if you want to enter to win something, if you could bring any fashion back, what would it be? Any fashion from the past. What we do every show is we do a giveaway, and that will happen later in the show. But it's a cool way to understand our audience, get you thinking outside of the box.
What do you want? Diamonds? Taglia?
Diamonds right there are going to be great. Everything else is already.
I'll take a light flash and I'll take that away from you.
Okay. Shank, you sure?
So they switched off. Oliver has his stem back.
I'm probably going to stick it right about there, I think.
Bam!
Kabam!
Just stick it perfect.
One of the things about hot glass is it's super sticky, and it will stick to other things hot. The metal table was not hot. The shears that cut it was not hot, but the leaf was hot. And so he was able to stick it right on there.
Need to get it a little bit
And now
hotter.
he's going to do some shaping.
This is a tricky one to do because I went a lot thinner on the stem than what we typically go for on these guys.
Oh, can he do it?
On top of it already being thin and moving like I was already talking about, now he's got that extra weight on the bottom, so it's going to flop even harder onto that thin stem that's heating up pretty fast. So this is a pretty good test of Oliver's hand skills up till this point.
Is he a quick start? Is he analytical? How's he going to make the move? I do regret not wearing like my Carhartt shorts where you can carry the tweezers with you. So when you need to make the fast move, it's right on you.
He's got a tender neckline up top, so he's being careful at the same time as being powerful.
Using gravity where we can.
You guys send him some love in here. You can see he's moving fast. Send it. Oop.
Oh, that could have been devastating.
Send him some love in the chat. Oh, a little backwards curl.
I don't know. He might be ready for that pink face later.
It's going to sit like that, I think. I'm like thinking about how this is actually going to lay out in.
That stem is long. That's all I'm thinking about. He's getting a nice flash on it.
We got to call it there. I'm running out of heat. Can I get a reduction
Yes,
from you, Jay?
you can.
Whew. So reduction is when we change out the metal colors and make them like more reflective, more shiny.
Is that enough? Is
Whoa,
that
One
looking
more.
good.
One more?
Yeah, one more.
good? Work it, work it.
Hold it perfectly on center. Bring to camera.
Yeah! Give him a round of thumbs.
It kind of looks like something out of Animal Crossing, and I love
It's
it.
so good.
Yeah, totally. It totally does.
So good.
So
It
real
just needs
quick
the bite
here,
mark out of it.
because I didn't really talk at all.
Whoa!
All right, torch that spot right there, because
And
this is a
just
really
like
cool
that.
leaf that someone's going to want. And you might want to torch right up here, too, a little bit.
So what happened? He maybe
And we could
set
even
the pipe down
torch
a
it there, and
little
I'll
too
stamp
hard.
it maybe.
Maybe he knocked
can do
something
that.
out.
I'll get it into the box and let
notice.
Oliver explain what happened.
Okay.
Up a little higher or no?
Yeah, we'll do it right here on the back. That's actually a good spot to torch it.
Yep.
So. Ooh, watch out, Michelle. I'm going to bring this torch right back down.
There it goes.
What happened?
What happened?
It cooled down too much, and I got thinking about the camera photo finish over there. Literally, Nothing against anyone at all, but if I didn't think live show, get it to the camera, show it off for that 3 seconds, probably would have had an all right knockoff. But I was a little bit too rough with it, getting over there. I was a little too aggressive with getting those shears on there. I probably didn't even need them at all. I probably could have just tender tapped it just like Jake did on his piece. But that's part of it. When you're doing stuff that thin with thick sections on there, where those 2 points meet up is a lot of stress, and you got to be extra careful with them.
You know what I say? If you did it once, you can always do it again.
Yeah. There's a lot of things going on there, but that was fun to do. Like,
That was pretty sweet.
yeah. I might jump in and do one out of cranberry
Speaking
later.
of jumping in, Jake, what are those things over there? Would you like to demonstrate?
Oh, the rings?
They're not rings of fire. This was my Christmas present.
They do have fire back there. These are rings for dancing and spinning and getting crazy.
Well, let's see. Amy did a pull-up.
Oh, yeah. But I've been trying to do one of these.
That's what I was thinking. I could do like flips and stuff.
I can't do one of those, though. But if Joey was here, everybody remembers Joey. He was the acrobatic champion. He'd be get crazy on those.
By the end of summer, we're all going to have some moves.
Yeah,
Did
that's
you
for
see
sure.
him, Bess?
I sure did.
Bess can do a backflip off those
I
things.
can't wait.
She's like, whatever, dude.
All right, I'm going to do a quick run of the table.
Are you going up again next, then?
I'll go up next. These are our sparkle slugs. I'm going up next.
Folks, and again, yep, sparkle slugs. Look at number 6. These are, oh.
Just getting some close-up shots there.
Yeah, what'd you say to me, little Slimer? He's like, what? You want to scrap?
Number 13 is sold. I did leave it there on the table, but I did mark it as sold because I know you guys are using these as references.
Well, then I'm going to make the sprig, if you will, for this one right after this. 13's a beauty.
So I left it there, but it is marked as sold.
Thank you, Bess. It's a super smart move. Number 14, I'd say, is the biggest and heaviest.
As a reminder, because I do see some fun answers to our giveaway question for the week coming in the chat, we love to see them, we love to hear them and read them. That does not get you entered into the giveaway. To get entered into the giveaway, send your answers to enews@glassacademy.com in an email with your name in it, and that's what will get you entered. We have a beautiful giveaway piece that will be given away this week. Chris went all out on this one, I think. It was
I'd say.
Goblet Night Show.
Look how thin that foot is.
Very beautiful.
That's a beautiful piece, and that's the giveaway for today. So someone's going to get that for free because they entered the giveaway last week. And Bess was just mentioning how you can enter this coming week. I know exactly what's going to be made for the giveaway today, and we'll tell you all about it. You'll see it happen later.
As
You
a
guys-
reminder, it is our charity show.
Yes.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Nope, that's perfect.
So for those of you who may not have been here at the beginning, this week is our charity show, which means 20% of all of our sales from our show items. So that includes anything that's sold live tonight as well as what's sold from the table during the week. 20% of the profits from that are going to go to Best Buddies. Best Buddies International is a wonderful charity that helps people with intellectual or developmental disabilities integrate into society, be able to thrive independently, and have someone to kind of support them and lean on. So,
Super cool organization. Thanks for the recap, Bess.
of course,
We've got these shards right here, and in reminding me of that fact that 20% of all the profits are going to this organization, it also reminded me that we do have one more ugly vase to make live on the show. You'll see the long and interesting, really cool process that we kind of dissolved or designed on Monday, which was actually yesterday. Gosh, that's crazy. We did do one last week, but they've evolved over the evolution of the product, and we started doing them a little bit differently for a little more control, whether that's what Michelle wanted or not. We got drawings, we got color palettes, and we got the idea, the design from her. And Chris and myself went to town and put that into actual fruition, into production here in the shop. And it was a big learning curve in making those. It's a little different from the style of work we normally do, and that's a beautiful thing. It was really fun making these and working with Michelle's design because it is completely different. It gets us on our toes, thinking differently, creating, designing differently. And I think there's been a beautiful culmination of that trifecta of mojo as shown on the product table tonight.
In case in case the person calling is watching the show right now, we cannot answer the phone because
That's right.
we're streaming.
That's right.
Maybe that's the experience the live audience is missing. They want to hear our over-the-phone customer service.
That's what Oliver was saying too. He said we should get some live interviewees calling in on the phone. And I said, that sounds kind of radical. Similar shape and process
You want me to hold it up?
to what Michelle did on the last one.
Which color is she working on for right now?
Don't mind me. I'm just doing the runaround.
That's a good question. Right now, she only has gold on the body, so technically it could be any one of these.
My guess is 16, but I'm not positive.
I would guess that as well. The cranberry special, 16.
Oh yeah, I'm doing 16. And what I asked Oliver to do was help me torch it while this had a minute to stiffen up. Lovely.
Oliver, the long blaster torch champion.
Well, it was kind of flopping for a little bit, so I had to get the wider flame.
Yeah.
All
Look
right,
at what a
you
little
can
bit of
bring me that
torchage
bit.
does. Allows her to cut it while the rest
Go
of it
ahead,
stays
Isaac.
nice and
2
solid.
gathers clear. We're starting about here and going up.
Straight clear.
Oh,
clear.
she's going to Feathertown.
Feathertown.
How many of you all remember the show and the time when Michelle did make feathers here on the show? Designed them. We had them on the website. We had them in the gallery.
We do have a question from the YouTube side. Susan says, could you show approximately a size for the vases and the
Michelle?
slugs? So I don't know if you want to hold your hand next to a slug and a vase
Does
at
this
some
make
point.
enough glass for
After
you?
she cuts
Yep.
Let's get
this
it shaped up.
Yep.
and gets it on there, maybe you grab the camera and I'll hand model, or you hand model a couple of them.
Doesn't matter, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Beth has those blue nails.
Faux show. Everybody loves my nails.
Yeah, mine have dirt in them.
Well, they can't focus. You guys are lucky.
These are changing
All right,
tomorrow.
flash it. I'll take it nice and
The
hot.
cornflowers.
Cornflower is going away. It's time.
Bye-bye.
I haven't decided on my next color yet. It'll be a surprise next week.
Cranberry. Just putting it out there.
All right, bring on over. Red Rover, Red Rover. We're starting about here.
Soupy. Goopy. That's nice.
Nice. Short girls.
Becky says, remember the feathers well. Linda says, I have a beautiful feather on a wooden base in my living room.
Yeah.
All right.
That was one of my favorite products to come through this shop in a while. The feather on the found wood base.
Carol says also there was an experimental show where Michelle made feathers.
Ah, yes. The experimental show.
Coming right
Sue
behind
says
you.
Michelle made me 7 custom feathers and I have
yeah.
them on my kitchen windowsill. They still have a very special place in my heart.
Yeah, that was a beautiful project. Super beautiful. Really put her heart and soul into that one. I remember her thinking about it, planning it out. It's really cool. I've seen, if you guys are followers
Oliver
on the
only
Glass
wanted one.
Academy addicts page, I've seen quite a few pictures.
I thought you said one, and I was like, yeah, one.
When you said two, I'm realizing when you said 2 gathers, you meant
2 gathers.
do 2 gathers on the pipe.
Communication is
I thought
key.
you were real quick making a plan change on me.
So what happened?
Nothing happened.
Yeah, Glass Academy Attic, some great product pictures in home. Sue Schmidt's been posting some really cool pictures of what she's got going on in her house, glass-wise and other, but really cool forum to stay connected to the Glass Academy and our amazing community that's a part of what we do here.
It's all about the
It's
movement.
an elegant bend to that thing. Are you just putting one on one side?
Yep.
It looks amazing.
Yes, sir.
It looks really, really cool.
See, my goal is to get these guys inspired. I do one, then they do one, and then. you
Yeah.
know. Can someone give me reduction?
Yes, coming right up.
I'd run over there, but it's way too hot. I'm going to save the camera. And here comes a little iridescence. And we're going to get it off safe and sound into the box.
Make it bling.
Give it the bling, blingification. Psst, psst. Wow.
Wow. I said, wow.
That's beautiful. Really
Will you knock it
gorgeous.
off from the other side?
There we go.
Yes, that would make more sense.
Light flash down here. Don't catch the wood on fire. The wood's catching on fire.
That's what it's all about.
And I'm just gonna real quick.
You're going in the top right of number 1. Might want to grab that dough for her.
Yep.
Am I in there?
Whoa, it's a wobbler.
Ooh. Never say wobble. I got it.
Well done. Nice
All right.
work, team. Beautiful piece.
Thank you,
Remember,
thank you.
any purchase, including that one, which is number 16, you buy number 16 with the pinks and the
model?
golds, and it's going to have that beautiful flower included with it. And here comes our hand model, Bess. There's our size.
And some of them are a little bigger than others. Some are a little smaller. You can see
That's
this
a
one's
honker.
a little bigger.
That's a sweetie.
As far as the slugs go, hold on, let me fix my number here. Matching my nails. He's a cutie. And again, they're all, one of a kind, a little bit different sizes.
Let's see that slippery slimer number 4. Long one. That one's a long and skinny boy.
This one?
Yep.
Yeah, he is.
Flat,
Nice blue stripe straight down his back.
powerful,
Very nice.
super nice. And a beautiful display. I think it's about time we maybe just turn this a little bit. All right, there we go. Okay, so now shall we...
Let's tell them the question, because last week's question was really good. This week's question, if you could bring back any fashion, what fashion trend, what would it be? Now, last week it was, what TV show do you want to be in? And someone is going to win this fancy goblet because they answered that question. It's super cool. It's got swirls in it. When you pour your wine in there, I guarantee you're going to see it. Bess, will you tell us some of the TV shows? Because I thought some of them were hilarious.
Yeah, absolutely. So some of the answers we got, let's see here. Whose Line Is It Anyway? Chicago Fire, Bones, Happy Days, Friends, Gilmore Girls, Shark Tank. It's an interesting one. Somebody
Yeah.
said The Smurfs.
I know. I was like, whoa, the Smurfs.
Master Baking Championship in Paris, Top Chef, Northern Exposure. Let's see here. NCIS Hawaii, Hawaii 5-0, Blown Away. That'd be fun.
Hey!
The Walking Dead. Food Network's Tournament of Champions.
Blown
the
away.
Love Boat. Only
Love
Murders in the
Boat.
Building.
Was the Love Boat really filled on seas, or was it just like a boat somewhere?
It's a good question.
Um,
I don't know. Survivor.
yeah, 100%.
The Amazing Race. That'd be fun. Somebody said Psych, which I love Psych. Psych is off the air now, but I used to watch it all the time. A lot of cooking shows, which I like.
which is cool. You guys must be good chefs. I would think it'd be fun, but I am not a cooking battle girl.
All right, so this is going to be the product in partnership, in collaboration with Best Buddies International organization, which Bess has mentioned a couple times now on the show.
And you guys suggested to us. That's how we found out about it.
Yeah, that's right. And we spun the wheel to find this charity item piece collaboration for today. And that's why we're doing it. So, Oliver, would you mind lightly fluffing that? And we're going to make to finish my sentence, 20% of all profits tonight go right back to them. We'll write them a check for next week. This piece is inspired by them and their logo. Yellows, oranges, in collaboration, what we're doing in the theme of the show. This is going to be an orange one. It's going to be a little bit on the larger side. We're going to make an actual ugly vase in the style that has come to be the style of our ugly vase. And then I do believe, should we make a matching spire to go with it as well?
I think so. What type of spire should we do? Do we want to, ask the people. Ask the people.
Yeah, what has to do with the organization? What do you think would be a really nice addition to it? I'm going to do the no bench neck move. Check this out.
Oh, because my student did that, you're going to do it too?
Yes, and because
we can.
The bench is filled. Filled.
You can't jump over this?
Don't tempt me, Oliver.
You can do it on the rollers. Whoa, look at that skill.
You need some heat over there? Bring you some heat.
No, I'll just take some glass shards.
Okay.
Thank
They're
you.
flying out.
Asking you shall receive.
Yeah. Ah. It's a heavy pipe.
So I don't know that we've done a lap gather. You want to explain that?
Yeah, it's kind of like how a dog drinks water.
Hold it down a little.
That's all I got for you guys.
This bottom half, he's going to go gather some glass and only gather it on the bottom half.
And per the ugly vase assignment, we decided that it looked a lot better when we went like this in there and did like half taller up higher on one side and less glass on the other side. So you see a little bit of the core color and its true action, and then the other half is covered fully in clear, recycle, whatever the next color may be. This one's a really bright, powerful, perfect orange matching their logo. On top of that, I'm going to go with a transparent orange, and then we've got yellow and orange bits and pieces. Made specifically for this piece, I might add. Real sloppy. Check that out.
So why did you not heat the pastorelli in there?
Because it's nice when they explode a little more. That's probably good, Oliver.
Sure, I can give you more shards.
Nah. I already got 3 stuck in my shoe, so an extra one's going to do no good. But I will, as soon as I pick these up in 1 second here, Oliver, have you tap me out some of that pow pow right there, please.
Just right on top?
Yep. Just like, we'll do like 3 different individual spots where you give it like 3 taps of the spoon. And the reason we do this right after going in here, how about right on that clear spot? Yep, good. One more. That's probably fine. Going up on the neck. Beautiful.
Jessica says, did the tiny pieces already go in the annealer? How do they not explode if they don't?
They were exploding, Jessica, all over the place. But the reason that, well, sorry to be short, that's exactly the answer. They were exploding the whole time. and we were dodging and popping it. You should have seen Chris and I doing it yesterday. We were like jumping around, like literally dodging pieces flying everywhere. Chris was wearing his flip-flops. It was ridiculous. But that's a really cool move that we haven't used also. It's another new tech that came along with this new design of product. And the reason that I chose to do that right after putting the shards on was because those shards were just barely hot enough to stick to the surface. By the time they stuck to the surface and melded with the hot layer of glass that just came from the furnace, they were still cold. They were probably not above 1,000 degrees. So when you tap that powder in there, it only stuck around them, and it kept them as really shiny glass, prominent objects, while the powder just filled in the hot glass around it. It looks really cool.
We've
Will you
got
give me a little puff?
suggestions already for what you should make to go
Blow
inside
hard,
of
actually.
it.
All right, let's hear them.
We've
Good.
got a cattail, a spiral, something that looks like intertwined holding hands, arms around each other, something that coordinates with the logo.
So the logo kind of looks like a Keith Haring graffiti thing,
It is by him, yep.
right?
I think I got a good idea.
Okay, good. Because I was going to say you can't make it too top heavy, right?
Blow light.
So we have to be aware it has to balance. Now the vase is really solid and strong, but it still needs to be like
Do a Maurice and a
taller,
punny.
something at the end, not too big.
I propose, yeah, it doesn't need to be, no, the small one's probably fine. I propose that we make two almost pumpkin curl spiraling curly cues that go up, one in orange and one in yellow, and they symbolize the friendship and their logo of them having their arm around each other, almost like they're dancing with each other and they're intertwining with each other and they're being a part of each other's lives, like what the organization is all about.
That's cool.
Let us know what you guys think of that in the chat. Got a low squatty boy here. Really cool metallic color. It looks almost like it's like a powder coating of like some sort of metallic shimmering metal, powder.
Is it a powder coating because we coated it with the powder?
In powder?
But bump.
I think you nailed it on the spot. So all we're gonna do here is take this punny, line it up with the bottom, and go. Psh.
So, and I have to say, like the glass accent inside is just one level of the piece. You can add flowers from your garden, just anything. Everything's going to look amazing in it. Any type of flower you get from your yard.
So
Well,
here's that bright
mesmerized.
orange. Still looks red because it's still so hot. But it doesn't look brown anymore once you dunk it, cool it down. And we could all use a good old dunk and cool here pretty soon.
Yeah, we're going to have the bucket of water to dunk in.
It's almost time to put our names back on the wheel and spin.
I
for the
know.
merch bucket.
Yeah, it's getting to be about that time. We'll have to prep for it.
Someone gave me like a neck thing that you dip in water. Hoppa!
What was that?
Ellery's here working
Oh, I
on a
forgot she's
display.
still here.
Ornaments exploding.
Yep, we're moving.
Thanks,
Our
Oliver.
bathroom construction's going to start next week for the build out of the studio. So we're moving the holiday display. Making way so the contractors can get into the two bathrooms without too much trouble and messing up the gallery. So it's time to freshen up one of the displays.
I think I will. Let's do one more heat and then we'll open it up a little more. Because if we're going for two spiraling curls.
Yeah, but aren't they done separate and then you put them in?
Yeah, but I want them to be, one second.
Bless you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. they're going to be double wide compared to the other ones we were making, so I want to make sure there's enough room for both stems to get down in the body.
Oh, so you're just opening the top.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying you were putting them on. I was like, wait a second.
Nah.
Mary says, where is the kitty? The kitty is in the cool office where she is not being a hot fluff ball on top of me.
Exactly.
We have not ever turned the air on this early in the year.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, it's not even June yet.
Yeah, we got to turn that off.
Perfect.
It's going to be a long summer if
Thank you.
the air is on. All right, he's opening it up so he knows he can get in.
I don't think we've ever worked this way before, really, Jake.
What's that?
Like you just stay the bench, I take, you heat it for you, bring it to you. We never do that. We just kind of,
Handle it.
yeah.
I feel bad sometimes when I'm a willing and able body to stand up and do it myself. It depends on the product. If we're making really big stuff and we need that break time, or if it's really hot and you take it with the punny and walk off and give me a moment to breathe.
Well, sometimes you got to think about it too. You got to think
Actually,
through
we're
your
gonna
next
knock it off
steps.
now. So we're good. Or if I got to think about. I opened it up pretty wide. I think I got a pretty good idea. We're going to do it similar to pumpkin curling style, I do believe. But there we are. There's two types of oranges. I really love that squatty shape, and I actually really like the top opened a little bit more, too.
I do love the shape, and I like how it's not totally centered.
Yeah. I really just had to not think about it.
I bet that's true.
For those of you who have seen Moana, Oliver, have you seen Moana?
I have, and I'm waiting for you to say what relates.
It isn't a movie?
It's a movie. It's a Disney movie. It reminds me of the little crab guy with like his hoard of treasure on his back.
Yeah.
Precarious piece here.
It's got a little point pouch to it.
It does. Also
it
that.
does.
Not precarious anymore. There's one piece on the side that's exploded. And it looks like you could see the explosion of the whole piece and lines, jagged edges to it. It's completely soft and melted in, but really cool.
Carol says, I love the shape and color.
It looks really cool like this in its muddled kind of earth tone, orange, jewelish style. But I do also know it's going to be really sweet when it's cooled down.
It always feels like a carcass when it's in this space. It's lying down. It's on its side. Yeah, that's what it feels like.
Sure doesn't ever feel like you got to preheat these much when it's this hot out. But it's important. That's a cool one, folks. That's a really cool one. In collaboration with the organization, I would suggest you guys consider taking a look at their website, thinking about that piece. I'm going to pull out a couple colors to make these spires, and we're going to get it going.
Should we do some housekeeping, Bess?
Yeah, absolutely we can.
Okay.
So our question from last week, like Michelle mentioned earlier, was if you had to be stuck in a TV show for a month, what would you pick? And I already read off some answers. I'll read off a couple more. We've got Yellowstone, Gilmore Girls, Innovation Nation from the Henry Ford on CBS Saturday morning, Bones, Playboy at Night.
Oh, I've never heard of it. That's
It's a fun
hilarious.
one. Our winner said Suits, which I 1,000% agree because this was on my list. I had a list of, I believe it was 4 shows that I said that I couldn't pick between. Suits. It's the only show I can think of where it's not high stakes and people are being unalived. I might make it out in one piece.
Oh, that's funny.
I love Suits. It's basically a guy pretends that he went to law school and he's just very, very good. He has a photographic memory and he like pretends to be a lawyer and somebody actually takes him in who's a practicing lawyer. It's a really, really cool show. But congratulations. And can we show off that piece as I am announcing this? So congratulations to our winner of this absolutely beautiful goblet that Chris went all out on. Donna has named it the Elegant Swirl Goblet, which is going home to Dominique Perry.
Dominique Perry.
So congratulations. You're going to get an email from Donna. If you are local, you are more than welcome to come by and pick it up. If you are not local, we just ask that you pay for shipping, and that'll get shipped over to you. Beautiful, beautiful piece.
And if you're related to Corey Perry on the Edmonton Oilers, then
Say hello.
say hello and let them know they're probably going to lose to Dallas next round.
I wish
That's
that they
not very
don't, though.
nice.
Just the facts.
I'm betting on the Oilers. So,
You are?
Yeah.
Well, that's a bad bet.
Thank you.
Oh, wait a minute,
Good thing I
folks.
didn't actually put any money in here.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't have really a ton of other housekeeping.
Oh, I have a couple things.
Okay, I was going to say Michelle's always got something.
Customer appreciation is in July.
I thought about mentioning that.
So save the date. It's after the 4th of July weekend.
Absolutely. You guys can come by. We'll have a lot of cool things. We'll have the cat you can meet.
So worth it. Special deals and incentives. June 9th is the Creature Show.
Oh.
We're doing a couple tables. If you're a member, we're going to do the show on June 9th as the start.
Are you a member?
Then the Tuesday show, we're going to show you all our specials. And then the weekend, we'll have products in the gallery. So save the date for the Creature Show. Mark it on your calendar. What else?
We're going to go to Swirl Town here.
We like Swirl Town.
Fall classes are listed on the website till the end of the year. And you know what's happening?
What's happening?
People are booking for the fall and holiday season already.
That's
In our
crazy.
new Leaf class.
Crazy. And it just must be, you know, they missed it last year. It gets busy at the holiday. They know they're going to have relatives in town.
One
So-
thing I will mention that's really cool about our classes is you guys can do what's called a year group, which is a private event. And you can do team building if you guys are looking for something really cool to do with your workplace. You guys are looking for a fun team building event. We've had people do their employee appreciation holiday kind of a party as a group here as well. There's a lot of opportunities, so you guys don't have to do the same old boring stuff every single year. Come on out and do a glass class. It's a really cool experience to be able to share with your coworkers, and it's a great thing to do for your employees.
Yeah, I love having a work group come to town.
Well, they're so excited to get out, and it's like, it's something they've never done, so there's a level of danger to it. There's a level of creativity to it. You know, there's always someone in the workplace who's that creative person, someone else who isn't that creative. So it's a really nice way they work together.
Carol says in response to Jake, yes, I am a member.
Carol. Carol, you are the OG member.
She said, yeah, dude.
I'm a member.
So our giveaway question for this week, which we'll make a giveaway item at the end. The giveaway question is, if you could bring back any fashion trend, what would it be? Oliver.
Oh, goodness. I should not be allowed to have any say on anything fashion.
No fashion trends?
I couldn't even tell you what's in fashion right now.
What I will tell you is everything from the 90s is coming back. Everything that I just donated or got rid of is all coming back, like late 90s, early 2000s.
Well, that's why,
why
because
it's
all the
coming
young
back.
kids could
It's
get
all
it on
the
the cheap.
resale.
Yeah. Like the butterfly hair clips and the embroidered jeans, and it's a mess. I look at the store and I'm like, why would I pay $50 for that? I just donated that.
I mean, you guys always see me in the Glass Academy shirt.
Bright
That's
orange.
the main thing. But I'm a like gray T-shirt,
Yeah,
hoodie person.
What is your style, Oliver?
I've got like 4 black t-shirts, 4 white shirts, 4 gray shirts. I like fall. I like plaid. I like plaid.
Oliver, I'll give this to you.
I don't know if
Okay.
you guys have ever seen the bubble shirts. So it's like the crinkly shirt that expands and you put
Set
them on.
that right where it
They're
was.
being sold for like $50 right now in stores. I got mine out of a bin in the gas station in the early 2000s for like $4. And now they're selling them for like 50, 60 bucks. It's wild to me.
Speaking of which, one of the boutique stores was selling her product online. She was doing a promotion, and one of the people said, "Why would I buy from you when the same shirt, same image," which means they pulled the
You
image
can just
from
knock
her,
that off, put it away.
is on Temu for $8.
Thanks.
Yeah.
You know, and she's just like, "Well, let me tell you,
Temu and there's another one. Yeah, it
And
makes
so-
it a lot harder for small businesses.
And the other thing that I think is really cool, like we don't ever have to worry about that because you guys are seeing us manufacture this stuff,
Absolutely.
right? You know that we're making it. You're watching the style.
I would rather
There it
support a
goes.
small business where I can see something get made. I know that it's being made with quality and
Yeah.
it's not being mass produced anytime.
Bess, would you mind putting back up and letting Michelle know where on the screen that
Yes.
logo will be?
Sure, yeah. So the logo is right over Jake's knees,
Right over my nose?
your knees. So just kind
Oh.
of scoot Jake over the other way, There you go. Keep Jake in that side of the frame.
So if you,
You
guys
know-
think and look at that logo, you see that we got a bright orange twirling straw shape that's going to come out of this previous vase. Now we're going for the yellow one. And I'm going to pretty much do the exact same spiral, or do I need to do the opposite spiral for them to intertwine together? Help.
Help?
Yeah, how does intertwining work?
Oh.
You intertwine them when you're done. You just
Well, do I
spin them
do it the
together.
opposite way for them to
No,
link in
they'll-
better?
You do it the same way. They'll wrap
But then wouldn't
around.
they be next to each other doing the same thing? Maybe they should be, because they're teaching each other how to be great people.
You can backwards swirl it if you want.
I'm going to go forwards and we'll see what happens.
Getting away from the R, I finally come up with an answer for your question. The fashion
Did
trend
you?
that I want to see come back, suspenders.
Ah!
I want
Yeah.
to see suspenders and overalls make. I see overalls more often now, but I want to see suspenders come back. All right, let me get my power
Normally you
stance.
go right, so are you going left?
No, you told me not to.
Well then, Jake, how's it gonna work?
Hello.
It's losing pieces.
You guys better be joking with me.
I'm messing with you. It's gonna be great.
This is so fun. You guys can practice this at home. Take a pipe and a piece of copper wire, aluminum wire, and just roll it on up.
You're not gonna make a third one, right? You're just
Negative.
doing 2? Okay, I'm gonna get this put away.
I want them to have relatively the same overall bend as well, so that one's not totally curling away from the other one.
We're starting to
That
see the
yellow
color
stiff,
on that
man.
one.
I got it.
Thank you. Got a little stiff with that old yeller. I'm going to hand this back to you to cut this neck in real quick. Thanks. There it is.
There
you.
it is. How many people know who Dale Chihuly is? How many people have seen his sculptures?
I thought he was called Dale Bahuli.
Some of these long things come off his chandeliers.
Thanks.
And one of the best things about Dale is he named all his work. So it's like your shoes untied.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, Jake.
When he names his work, it kind of like brands it. So these could be like jolts of vibrance.
Bahuli Squiggles.
Super fun. Okay, if you are a member, you'll get to see the annealer reveal.
I'm a member.
This is where we take the pieces out and talk about them.
And this piece is going to be for sale tonight on the website before anybody's seen it.
Yep.
As a combo piece, all three pieces together with 20% of the profits going to the Best Buddies organization. this organization's even bigger than I thought originally. I was like, this is sweet. Then we did our research and we got knowledgeable on the situation. And I realized that they're huge, well-known and certified, super cool, amazing, for the people organization. And this is pretty cool, making artwork to go with what they believe in and we believe in.
It definitely opens up our mind to possibility, gets us thinking creatively,
All right.
and something just happened.
All right.
They all pointed at Oliver.
Oliver's going to get started on a second attempt for the leaf.
Jake's gonna tie his shoe.
I'm going to tie my shoe.
I'm gonna grab some water.
Oh, if you guys have questions, put them in the chat. Clearly, our algorithm is keeping us a little down with our new style of streaming here tonight. It's not our traditional numbers, and we wonder why that is. But if you're
So-
watching here tonight,
You really get an opportunity to get in front of us and ask a question.
that's exactly right. And it means that you are an OG. You're someone who looked us up here to watch tonight as a prominent viewer. And those of you that watch after the fact throughout the rest of the week, we love and appreciate you guys just as much. I know that if anything else in the world pretty much was supposed to be happening or I had to go to on a Tuesday night, I wouldn't be able to do it. And I assume other people have those other obligations as well. So if you watch us later in the week, that's super cool. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sticking with us.
Well,
And
someone's watching us later in the week when there's 1,000 views.
yeah, I mean, usually we get about 5,000 on Facebook. But either way, these products will sell throughout the rest of the week. And if you comment in the notes, the Best Buddies organization, we will put that donation portion towards them for the following week, the check that we write. And I highly consider the opportunity to get a one-and-done slug purchased with sparkle glass on here. Pretty cool. And of course, these ugly vases are a unique opportunity as well. And we're going to see Oliver get a little wild here, going for his second attempt at number 15, the Green Machines growing fern type leaf. It's incredible. Is that powder gone? There it is.
I asked earlier, before we did the pumpkin curl, if I could do a second attempt for number, it's 15, yeah? Yeah. And Jake said, yeah, but only because you chose to make it green.
That's right.
Kermit the Frog green.
That's right.
So did we do one for 13 yet?
We did
Not
not.
yet.
Okay.
That will
We've
be
got
made
13
from.
and we've got a giveaway.
Yes, we might. The giveaway will be next. We will make 13. It will be a surprise. Surprise! Surprise! I think we're going to have to bring back the Stanley Cup of the Glass Academy and bring back some shenanigans once the
agree.
show is rolling, right? Because that will keep us out of the heat for the camera, keep us on the sidelines. Although when the whole air is super hot, we'll figure it out. Whew. Whew.
It is hot. I lost my Bess,
Yes.
could you be a super helper?
Sure can.
Could you have a seat at the bench, please?
All right.
I sure can. Like on the bench or here?
On the bench, yeah.
Got it.
Pretend you are the glass blower du jour.
Okay. Bam, 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 bam. Can you, hands back here, rotate back and forth, keep on center as best as you can?
I can.
He gives her the super wonky shape and says, keep it on center. That's the most unnerving thing. But if it falls, if you drop it, no worries. We can always make another one.
Work it, Bess, work it.
Work it.
I'm being a super helper, says Oliver.
Woo!
Can you take a flash with that thing?
Not yet, she hasn't.
Better go for it.
Am I going?
Yep.
Oliver, am I flashing?
You can flash it, yep.
Okay.
Careful, steady. Don't poke him in the ear.
Be so careful, Bess.
I'm coming behind you.
The pressure
How
is
far
on, folks.
A little bit further. And
The
just take
double
5
beginner
seconds.
situation. Oliver's coaching and working on his piece.
Okay, that's 5 seconds. Do I take it back out?
Yes.
You're doing great. Thank you.
And being
take that
supportive
for
at the
a
same time.
Thank you, Bess.
Of
Nice
course.
work, Bess. What have you done differently here, Oliver?
Well, this time I had Bess help, and that's going to make all the difference.
Yay!
Son of a gun.
This is now an Oliver Bess collab piece.
Ooh, baby.
I overall made this thicker with the idea that if I have to thin out the bottom, that can either happen at the very end of making this piece or even as like a cold work idea, just to make sure we don't have a repeat of what happened last time.
Looking good.
Thank you. I want to get a little bit of good length out of it, really chomping on that. Perfect. Flash it.
Flat it, flat it. Does anybody
Now, I
else
haven't
notice that the
totally,
price?
like, figured out how to manipulate these just yet to get the flower that like I have in my head.
Leaf?
Yeah, leaf.
The
Yeah.
price of copper has doubled over the past year and a half, and
Well,
the price of paint has quadrupled over the last like 3 years. We've been doing some projects here at the studio, and a lot of you guys know that copper is a part of multiple of our products and a class that we teach. And I was just blown away by the price of copper pipe the other day when I went.
But you know what has not doubled? Our class prices.
That's the truth.
Our product prices.
That's the truth. Yep. We're holding strong. We're doing
They've
what we can.
quadrupled.
They've quadrupled. No, we keep it right where it needs to be. I like that S bend. That's a nice shape. Is that going to fit
see.
into there?
It's gonna be real close.
We can always cut and polish it. We can
Yeah.
always chop it down thinner
Yeah.
with the old wet saw.
Can I get a little bit of reduction?
Oh, he's ready.
Looks really good.
So what's
Oliver.
cool about this, real quick, while he's doing it, is that we got the stem coming up the back, and you're going to be able to see that gold color on the backside.
Backside bling.
Yeah, sometimes you got to let your backside bling out.
You mean like jeans from the early 2000s?
I think those are called bejeweled.
But
Perfect.
yeah, bedazzled.
The bedazzled backside
Oh,
blingers.
go ahead. I'll follow you.
Say that 25 times in a row.
Okay.
Your head might explode, or maybe your backside. Torchy poo for you. Oh, we got our whistling theme song going on in the background.
Sorry, I'm not even forgetting that I'm mic'd up. One more piece. Do not leave. It's the giveaway.
The giveaway. I got a beautiful idea for the giveaway.
All right, because the Anila reveal is Thursday.
Thank you, sir.
Great job, Oliver.
Blang, blang, blang. It's a beautiful
It's so hard
leaf.
to use those sometimes when you can only use one hand. I feel like it's a game tying the other hand behind your back.
For bonus points for the viewers, wow, crossover door open is a recipe for getting a burnt arm. Were
That's
you
how it
close there?
always happens to me.
Yeah, that's how it
That's
happens to
literally how it
everybody.
always happens to me, but when I'm holding something like that, the way I pick it up with my right hand, I can't switch hands or I'll lose it every time. I can't use my non-dominant hand for that.
Bonus points to the people if you can guess the name of that tool.
This guy right
And it's
here.
not a two-word one. That's the green one, the blue one over there. This is different than your larger one.
This
So
one's the
that's the
granny
smaller
grabber?
one.
Because that's literally what it is. Or a broken leg special, you know. All right, final piece of the night.
Oliver,
Giveaway
your grandma
special.
said that's great.
Yeah, very nice.
She said that's great, Ollie.
Ollie Ollie Oxen free.
So I got
fuzzies going through the
Flying,
air.
yeah.
The cottonwood
cottonwoods have
sneezers.
bloomed. That's why everyone's sneezing. I
Yeah,
was
my
kind
allergies
of feeling.
have been awful.
Yes.
There was one floating around the office, and Etta was chasing it around.
Oh, very cute. Yes, you were going to say, sir?
We got 2 colors on here. I'm going to give it 3, 4, 5, 6 swirls, and then blow a bubble into it and gather over it, and we're going to make the giveaway. 2, 3, dunk. 1, 2, 3, dunk.
Are you saying that right
Tighten her
now
upper.
you're not making the giveaway?
No, this is the giveaway.
This is the giveaway.
That's exactly what's
What do
happening.
you think about like Van Gogh? If he was to come back, maybe that will be the following week's
Vincent?
question. Yeah, like if he were to come into the glass shop and be like, "I've come back from the dead, and I'm so glad I've inspired your glass works."
Yeah, I'd be
You
like,
know?
"What up, Vinny? You're the man." He'd probably be proud.
I think so too.
We
I
could
know
make him a glass
so
beard.
well that if he came in here, Jake, the first thing you'd be like is, Vinny, go.
Or what
No,
if Van Gogh
stay,
was here?
Vinny, stay. Yeah, it's a good question. There's the
So a couple
Bubba.
comments at the granny grabbers, but that's the big one, right?
That's right. That's
So
why I
these
specified.
ones, as a reminder for everyone answering, these are called granny
The
grabbers.
GGs.
But we're asking, do you know the name of these guys? And if
Nobody's
you
got it
didn't
yet?
know,
I feel like they should be like duckbills or something.
I'm not giving away a name. This is not a hint. I'm just telling you guys what it is. These are the new daily drivers for us, for most things we make.
They're like flappers.
Beth says flappers.
They could be the clappers.
What was it?
The clapper. Remember the light? You clap your hands. and
My
the-
sister had one.
Did
She
they-
drove me insane. We shared a room.
And they worked.
They worked, but she'd clap them on and clap them off from bed.
That's hilarious. And why is it not a product now? Like, why do people not like them?
It didn't work super well. She had to clap a couple times.
That's so funny.
I think that was the annoying part.
I have a lamp base that you touch and it comes on, and that's kind of cool. All right, it's a new perspective for the show tonight. I want to make sure the camera will last us through the show.
Oliver, would you mind slipping this into the clear bucket?
Repeat that, please.
Would you mind slipping this into the clear bucket?
So Jake has a lot of clear at the end. He doesn't want it to go to waste. So he's going to snip it off, and Oliver's going to put that in our bucket to remelt tonight.
That
And
looked
we'll
really
recycle
nice
it
when
right
he grabbed
away.
it.
What was that, Bess?
Just looked really nice when he grabbed it with the diamonds.
I know, so soft.
Nice and squishy.
Yeah, what you don't see after the show is we plug in all the tech. We fill
Would you
the
set those on the bench for me?
studio with glass. We turn on the exhaust fans. A little bit of cleanup.
Tonight's charging night. We got no playoff hockey, and I'm going to stick around and charge up the furnace. We're real low after a long day,
Yes,
long
you
weekend
were,
of classes.
And ugly vases take a lot of glass.
And the ugly vases. It's exactly what it was. All right, so we're going for another champagne flute, except this time we encase color on the inside. I'm going to pull it out, and that way it'll have a clear stem up into a colored top, all in one piece. We'll put a nice footing tool foot on it, and we're going to give it away for free.
Jeff said we don't have clappers anymore because now it's Alexa turn the lights on and
Oh
Alexa
my
turn the
gosh,
lights
you're
off.
right.
Who said clappers?
Nobody said clappers.
We're
I
talking
think
about the
Michelle
lamp.
said clappers, and that guy.
No,
what was
no,
his
we're
name?
talking about the lamp that you clap and it turned on.
Clap
So now they're
on.
saying there's Alexa.
Well, that's all good and true, but the reason you guys were talking about that was because you thought they looked like the clappers, right? And that is the name.
Is it?
That's what we call them, the clappers. Yeah, grab the clappers.
So duck bills was not the right. It's not the right word.
Unfortunately not. It looks like it.
No way.
No way,
That's
Jose.
champagne size. Except it was too cold for your neckline. I should have spent a little more time. But see that beautiful clear spot, or spot where the color begins? One might call it elegante.
It's not an elephant.
Why don't we try... No, I should flatten this, Oliver. Gonna need a squish.
You don't want to drop a ball on a ball?
I don't think so. I thought about it, but it'll probably just burn out. It'll probably work, but it'll probably burn out
My
the footing
thought
tool
too
a
is
little
it's a
faster.
nice day out. People are outside.
I was just thinking about how hard it would be to get that on center right.
Really, if we started really producing these, we would start taking them like Maurice's,
Yeah.
right on the ball like that. Just go whoosh.
Yeah.
Start
All right,
light.
stretching it.
Squish harder. Beautiful. See that beautiful encased line? It's almost like there's like an egg of orange and green stuck inside some clear glass. And this is a proportionate size as well. This is no flower vase. This is a champagne flute. Wonder if you could play it like a flute, maybe after enough glasses of champagne.
You know, we
Right.
have to make a horn for the Renaissance. That could be a show.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
Clear?
Please. Clear.
We try to make things on the show that are on the table so you understand how they're made. But every once in a while, we're going to have to do something that's a show. where
Radical?
we're making something kind of crazy and it's not necessarily on the table. Look at
And I
that.
don't want to
sweet
super
footing
squish
tool.
it.
You guys know it's made out of cherry wood soaked in water. Super gentle touch until it's completely in the mold. Then you squeeze it down and flatten it more. If you squeeze,
Right
that's the
behind
biggest
you.
problem. If you squeeze too hard in the front end, it catches in the mold and then it like glips and then you have a horrible foot. And do that enough time, it ruins your mold. So footing tools are very slow start, gradually increase pressure and release.
Oh, I'm excited about these. Frickin' sweet. I'm gonna need one more heat. Gonna have to figure out the proportions a little bit too as well, because doing such a tall, skinny top and skinny stem, what does the foot look like? How much do I open up the top? It's a new style of glass that we've made flutes before, but I've always made them completely different than this style. Thank God that one stuck nice.
You really landed it right on center.
Yeah. Aguacita. There he is.
Very nice.
The dog. So now I gotta decide how much, when you think about a champagne flute, there would be two styles that we could think about. And when we get in the rhythm of making these one after another, there's the tall one that's kind of a little bit wider on the bottom and has no flare to it, it's straight up. And then there's this kind, which is gonna be like the earlier one we did, that's a fluted horn shape. And this one's set up for that because that was the natural draw of the clear bottom part there, the tail of this bubble. But I think with just a little heat different, not so much heating up of the core color bubble, I'd be able to pull out just the clear and leave that color bubble inside more bulbous like and have it be that other shape. That's what I was just talking about.
No way.
Hope you guys took all that
I'm
information.
actually zoning out over the camera that's reflecting the windows. But now, since we're nearing the end of the show, I feel confident I can come in and zoom in without melting the camera.
The other thing to figure out is this is a little bit thick. When you're going to encase color like that, how do I get it? Probably got to be really cold and really thin and gather over a lot of it. Or gather really quick and squish a lot of it off so that I can get a really nice thin lip on it. When you're drinking champagne, thick lip is not a pretty deal, pretty situation. But watch this move too here.
I see Susan has a question of the size of the slugs. They vary. I would say the average length is 4 to 5 inches, maybe 2 inches wide. They fit in the palm of your hand.
Follow through.
Mary
You guys
says champagne is my favorite.
Favorite. You better enter to win. And how do they do that, Bess?
They're going to answer the question, if you could bring back any fashion trend, what would it be?
Suspenders.
And where do they put the answer?
You're going to send your answer to enews@glassacademy.com. Make sure you put your answer and your name in the email. That helps us out, helps Donna out, keep track of everybody.
But maybe suspenders are. What are the general thoughts on suspenders in the chat?
Suspenders feel like when you lose weight and the belt doesn't fit anymore. But I don't know. Whoa, Mr. Gimbal. Who wears suspenders? Maybe they could answer for us.
I want to. Because I've never had a belt that fit right.
John Voimus, he's one of our Loyalty League members. I know he wears suspenders.
I do have that question on the screen for you guys as well with where to send your answer.
I wore suspenders when I was pregnant with Jake.
Wow.
Okay. Jake, you wear suspenders?
I don't.
I wore suspenders when I was in the Nutcracker.
Tell us
There's
where you
our
once
nice,
wore
thin,
suspenders.
tasty
Maybe
lip.
that's next week's
Very
question.
nice.
I did wear suspenders for St. Patty's Day one year because someone gave
Because
them to
like
me.
a leprechaun.
Yeah, they were leprechaun themed, and it was my birthday and St. Patty's Day, and just they were like, put these on. I was like, all right.
Maybe we gotta have a little powwow about Glass Academy
On there?
suspenders.
For
Maybe
the
we
show,
can
for
all
the
show
Ren
up
Fair.
with suspenders next week.
Beautiful. Well, folks, I don't know, but I think that's a really classy, really cool shape and design that I've never done before. I'm excited about it.
I like that a lot.
It's the
Yeah.
first rendition. This is the giveaway piece. It's going to be orange and bright green, and I think we're going to be able to. Imagine if I pulled out the tip here and gave it a little point, or did a spiral, or put a marini down on the bottom of the bubble, and you
Ooh.
gather over it, and you're looking into the core of that thing, and you're like, oh.
Now, Jake, we have 3 minutes. Do you want to do a bunch of Venetian runners on this?
No. No.
No, Chris is
There
not
you
here,
heard it.
Oliver.
Yeah, let's have a normal, relaxing show.
We
I think you were being sarcastic.
Did you watch him think about it, though?
Yeah. We've got some charging to do.
Agua. It's the end of a 2-hour super hot show, ladies and gentlemen. Please come off the pipe.
Oh, look at that.
That thing's sweet.
Stamp in the bottom?
Yes, please.
All
But
right.
tenderly, don't, because we're on this
Rick,
material. I
did
might
you
even
heat
lift
the
up a little
forks?
on you. The forks have been heated. Okay. Oh, there she goes. Might have to pop a bottle for the annealer reveal. Bink.
Well, if that's the case, I'll do the next another reveal. Volunteer. You can just take that day off, Jake.
Take it Thursday
Don't
off.
sweat it. You've earned it.
Nice show.
Yeah, it was a good
We've
one,
got
guys.
a lot of
Thanks for
beautiful,
watching.
great jobs in the chat. Carrie says that's gorgeous, Jake. I think you just made a new piece that people are going to want to buy.
I think so,
Very
folks. And if you
nice.
want a custom order, you know where to find us. I think I might already have an order for 2 of those for next week's show, but if you guys have anyone getting married or you just need a set of champagne flutes for your house, you know how to reach us. You know the color palette. We do it all. And here tonight we did Ugly Vases in partnership with Best Buddies. Super cool. Show number 268. This is the Gathering Point family business since 2001. Shouts out to the entire team, to glass, to the earth, to the rain and the fire and whatever
it hailed
else.
yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, it was
During my
weird.
softball game, we had to stop.
That's so crazy.
Well, that's Dearborn, Michigan for you, folks. Oliver's already cleaning up.
All right.
Bess is about to shut it down. Michelle's behind the camera. I'll seal it off. Have a beautiful week. We'll talk to the members on Thursday. We'll talk to the rest of you guys next Tuesday. We love and appreciate you all.
Good night.
Good night.